Hi, okay, so I'm going to show you how to do a bun, just a simple everyday hairstyle that you can jazz up slightly with a bit of height and so it's not totally flat to your head. First thing I do is spray my hair with dry shampoo. This is the Heavenly Volume one. It might be too much, it makes your hair feel really heavy, but I just lift your hair up and get into the roots. So just give it some texture and some grip for your grip pins to go into. Okay, as you can see, it might make it a bit harder to get the comb through, but it really does make a heap of difference. I wouldn't just use this if your hair's a bit dirty because it's gritty. I'll just use the normal one. Okay, my hair is in a side part and it naturally sits there. This can work in a middle part, but you have to be careful you don't pull the sides too tight because it can look a bit Victorian if you've got a middle part. And so I would advise a side part, and it's always a little bit more flattering, especially around the front, because you can kind of frame your face and pull that as far down as you want. The first thing is just draw a line where you want the height to start from. Don't go too far forward because you don't want it, I just wouldn't put it that far forward. I would go probably about here and just that first section, just comb back and just grab that. It's about 1 inch, but you can do wider than that, and just make sure it's neat and back comb. So pull it up at a 40-degree angle, I'd say, and just push, 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 push. Okay, leave that forward and then just take the section behind it, do the same. Push, 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 push. Section behind that as well, I would say. Takes you to the crown. If you need more dry shampoo or hairspray because you feel like it's not going to stay, you can spray that in. Okay, that's those 3. And then what I want you to do is the sections next to them. So there. So just draw a line from where you started down and just get that section back, just to get the corners. Comb. When you get good at this, it gets quick. So seems like a bit of a hassle, but it's not, because it will get quicker with practice. So that's that section, that section. Do the same on this side, just a little line, hook that little bit of hair, corner, bring it up, and you can see the back comb there, but and you can smooth it out in a second. And then there's like a corner section here, just grab that. I would also just put a couple of little bits of back comb in the front, just to, so it's not totally massive at the back and then flat at the front. Obviously you don't want to look like that yet. Hair always looks bad before it looks good, guys. You could also curl your hair a bit so that it just naturally goes in, but my hair is literally just dried, blasted dry after my shower. So see, creates a bit of something. And then just comb out the back comb so that it looks nice from the top, but don't push your brush all the way to the bottom of the back comb because you don't want to flatten it. Just skim over the top, smooth it down. Oh, looking a bit like Ruth Langsford. I won't by the end of it. Okay, you can see it's all smoothed out. The next step is, I'm going to put it all in today. You can do fancy things by leaving these sections out, doing the height, then the bun, and then pulling these back and twisting them round if you want to. Depends how much time you've got and how much you can be asked. So today I'm just going to do the simple look. And first thing for the updo you need to do is find your ears, your 2 thumbs, and draw a line in your head up to the crown. And when your thumbs meet, take that hair into like a half ponytail. So you basically have got created a half up, half down. just comb this so it's a bit smoother and it doesn't look lumpy and bumpy. Okay, and then what I like to do is twist this, just twist it maybe twice, and you can push up the volume there and just tug it out. Push a pin up that twist, or a couple of pins, however many you feel secures it. There we go. So secure it. I like mine quite high, so I'm going to secure it about where the pin is. And there we go. Okay, so that's the height created. Now for the bun. And what I would like to do is just, again, back comb the bun, just to give it a bit more volume. There's a million ways of making a bun. You can use a bun ring. What I would recommend is, instead of using the actual ring itself, is just cutting it up into bits and then just using a little piece of the bun ring, the donut, instead of using the actual donut to do it, because it'll look much more natural and not so rigid. And then just put the bit of bun ring in here, just stick it, and then just wrap the hair around. What I'm going to do today is, with my, smooth out the back combing again. What's this bit of hair? It'd help if I could see what I was doing, but that bit of hair there is sticking up, so just gonna make sure that that's gone. Doesn't really matter what here, because it's gonna be hidden with the bun. And literally, with my hair, don't have a lot of hair, so back combing really lifts it. I've had a baby this year, so my hair's a little bit, well, last year should I say, now a little bit flat, so just back comb it a bit. And literally the easiest way to do this is just to pop it round. If you want to just hold them in place, use a French pin until you get the shape you want. You can use a French pin, it will just hold it in place for you until you've got the shape and size that you want. And then when you have, what I use is these, and I just grab a little piece and then push it back into the bun. Here we are. Actually, that one is fine. I'm just going to use that to pop it in, and you want to get rid of any and then I like to loosen this up, and then you can kind of, once it's secure enough, just pinch out some volume if you need to. Still think it looks a bit fat on that side. It needs to be, but that's looking quite good, I think. I think it just needs a little bit more help on this side to make it even. And then just give it a spray to keep it in place. I mean, everyday look, I would do this. I know there's some Cabincrew watching, so you probably aren't allowed to do this with your uniform hair. But yeah, if you see any bits like that, still not managed to get the tat out of it, to cover it, make sure that it doesn't look like that. And you can go as high, big or as little with the height as you like. And you can just pull it up if you want a bit more volume.